hell no, I don't want to fight those. So Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC pack. And Nintendo's finally doing one of these like season passes, for lack of a better term, for a game that's coming out, and it's being announced well in advance of the game. Granted, the game comes out March 3rd,
Shocker.
and I pre-ordered it, and give me all the shit that you want. The game's costing me $1.65, and I mean $1.65. So,
But you're causing the pre-order problem.
that's fine. But see, I'm buying it on the Wii U, and if it follows the same pattern as what happened with the Twilight Princess, because they released that on the GameCube and the Wii, because of how it was, the timing on everything, the GameCube version of the Twilight Princess is rare and hard to come by now. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'd like to have that to play and not spend $360 to do so. But so they've come out and they've announced a expansion pass that they're going to do that's going to be $20. That's not a bad price. But this is what it adds. Let's see here. I looked this up online so that I could read this off basically verbatim from Kotaku. You're basically getting two pieces of downloadable content. This is two expansion packs that you're getting, and one of which is supposed to be in the summer, and one is then going to be in the holiday season. The first one is going to come with hard mode and a Cave of Trials, which is just basically like an endless mode or like a boss rush type thing, Shit that could have been in the game quite easily. Like a hard mode. You're having me pay $20 for a harder difficulty. That's fucking dumb. Then the other one will actually include a new dungeon and an original story for that dungeon. I'm assuming for that dungeon it just says a new dungeon and original story. But then, let's see here, where is it? One of these will also come with a new shirt for Link to wear that has the Switch logo on it for some reason. So that's it. I mean, that's what you get.
Wait, so you're going to have a shirt that basically advertises their new unit, and you pay for it.
Yeah.
I think paying for hard mode is stupid.
Wow.
It's
Nintendo Switch is stupid. Fuck that shit. Oh, even though you're getting it on Wii U, but
that just pisses me off more, actually.
Well, the real funny thing is I'm not even 100% sure that this DLC stuff. Are you eating poop? Please don't. I'm not even sure that this DLC stuff is available for the Wii U version of it. Whoa, you are here. Come on, inside.
Wait, you're unsure?
Yeah, it doesn't specifically state that it will be available on the Switch and the Wii U, but it doesn't specifically state that it won't be. So now, if I buy this DLC pack, me on the Wii U will have Link running around with a T-shirt that has the Switch logo on it.
Okay, so I'll.
Do you actually get a physical copy of the T-shirt as well, or are you just fucking SOL?
No, it's it's a digital shirt for Link to wear.
So you're unsure if you're going to get it. Does that mean you're going to wait like a day just to see if it before you go do all that crap?
No. I'm not buying this. Granted, again, the game is only costing me out of pocket $1.69 or whatever. So it would just be me ending up paying $20 for the game overall. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, why would I? I don't play games on hard. I only would like the dungeon with the original story, but you cannot buy these bits separately. It is a one package deal. It's like, think about it, like the best way I could describe it, since Ryan is a big Destiny person and we've talked about it a lot. Think about the first two expansions that they did. Think about it as if you could not buy them separately. You had to buy them like combined. And they had less content than what they already had, which...
But you're supporting this madness.
No, I'm not getting this season pass. I'm just reporting on what the season pass is. Okay. The only thing that I did that I don't normally do is pre-ordered the game, just to ensure that I could get this particular version of the game.
All right, fine. I'll give you a pass on that then.
Yes, you better, because my Wii U does not have enough room on it digitally to be able to do a digital copy. I've got a digital copy of Mario Kart 8 on there that takes up probably, I want to say, half of the storage that's on there. Well, that's not true, because there's 32 gigs. Yeah, I could, but if I'm going to buy another external hard drive, that's going to go on my Xbox. Okay, or it might go on my PlayStation 4, which, that reminds me, I need to go check their store. They're having a flash sale today. Or, well, yesterday. But it's just, to me, that's stupid. That's really stupid. Like, there was free DLC for Final Fantasy 15. It was boring, but it was free. You know, I mean, there's only so much where you got to be like, okay, well, I mean, this was free. What do I expect? I can't expect too much because, fuck.
Well, shit.
But, yeah, I think Jim Sterling does a really, really good, has a really good conversation about it. Or did he talk about it? Yeah. Yeah, he talked about it. And it was just...
I think that's the main reason why I don't buy a lot of these games that like fresh come out. I get where you're coming from because you just want to make sure you can get a copy. Mm-hmm. But I mean, at least for PC wise, I don't foresee there not being a copy available. So I just don't deal with these fresh releases. There's a lot of, I don't know, lately there's been like a lot of BS attached with them. So,
oh, yeah. No, I give you that. I'm right there with you. You're not wrong.
So.
But that's $20 is a lot of money for hard.
For hard, yeah. I mean, you're not. I'm not seeing the $20, and especially like I'm sorry, the T-shirt that should almost be like a freebie.
Yeah, that should be a pre-order bonus, to be honest with
you.
No,
it shouldn't even be a pre-order bonus. It should be that's free promotion. I mean, I could understand on the new whatever Nintendo that okay, maybe that's not a free promotion, but and whatever Sleek is dealing with right now is just BS.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on in here.
But I mean, it's advertising. It's advertising the Switch. I mean, that should just be a freebie.
Yeah, that's like back in the day when Subway would give away codes to put T-shirts on Uncharted characters. Oh my God, really? Get your stamina back. Let's do this before these fuckers jump on me.
Yeah, but if Subway's giving it to you, obviously that's probably because you bought a sandwich, right? At least it came with the sandwich.
Yeah, and you actively wanted something that was involved.
And that's like the Tostino's Gears of War thing.
Yeah,
I mean, at least, I mean, you bought it, and maybe more likely, hopefully, you just didn't buy it just for that. But at least you get something out of it. But just the fact of, well, I'm going to pay $20 for a harder mode and a shirt. I mean, I'm with Sleek on that one. Like, they should be sending you a shirt for $20. That would make it. I could see that. $20, you get a shirt and you get a hard mode, and I mean, they actually send you a physical shirt.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice. I mean, I can understand that. There's probably at least like $7 in the shirt. between shipping and everything. Oh, okay, I can see that.
Since the 360 and the PlayStation 3, I don't know why companies are like, no, people don't want weird little physical things to go along with their pre-orders.
They want only digital bullshit. That's a lie.
Yeah. Back when DMC came out, that Devil May Cry reboot,
yeah,
I didn't pre-order it. So GameStop had it to where if you pre-ordered it, you get the Virgil expansion for free. Okay, cool. In my mind, there wasn't that much to it. I didn't even play that expansion until I bought the remastered edition on the Xbox One, which don't get me started on that bullshit. And but then I found out that Capcom, if you pre-ordered it directly through their website, you got a replica of Dante's necklace from that game. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's fairly cheesy or fairly cheap, like, material that it's made out of. But it's also one of those things where it's like, yeah, I got a physical thing for free because I pre-ordered this. I remember back in the days when you used to get the soundtrack, you could get a T-shirt, you could get the strategy guide. There was something like tangible that you got.
That's why I have all the StarCraft collector's editions because it's all tangible. So, and actually, the Diablo 3, the original one, that was all tangible as well. So that's the reason why I bought those collector's editions, and that's the reason why I spent the money on it. But like, you could get everything the digital version and be like $10 cheaper. I was like, no, this is actually worth $10. This, to me, to go from the normal version to the collector, and you get all this, you get a soundtrack and you get all these other crap with it as well. I was like, okay, to me, that's worth it. So, but I didn't pre-order it, mind you.
Yeah.
So I went in there and bought it. So, and they had plenty of it.
And that's my thing too, is like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a lot of times when, if there's a game that I really, really want, I do like the in-store pickup stuff through Best Buy. I'll actually order it a day a day right before it comes out, so that I could get the pre-order bonuses, but I didn't technically pre-order it.
Half of these pre-order bonus things are just, as long as you sign into it or whatever within like the first 2 weeks. I mean, most of them don't. Now, I know some of them have like a special code, and I remember one of my friends picking up, it was a pre-order game, but they ended up picking it up, and inside of it, it had the pre-order code.
Yeah.
And even though they picked it up like 4 months later.
That was the situation with was it Alien Isolation for me, where you were supposed to get like a special...
that was the one who picked it up, yeah.
Yeah, there was a special DLC that you were supposed to only get if you pre-ordered, and I walked into the store and picked it up and got that story. Now, if I had pre-ordered it at GameStop, there would have been a different pre-order story thing that I would have gotten, but...
It's kind of why I went with the PC version, because you got all of them, but whatever.
Well, that's like when I bought... what was it? Oh, Batman Arkham City?
Origins.
I got the Game of the Year. No. City.
Oh,
I got the Game of the Year edition on PC. So it had everything, and it was the same cost of Origins at the time, which didn't come with everything.
See,
holy shit, this fight is hard.
I'm not a big fan of pre-orders, but then when you start saying pre-orders are based on the actual location where it's coming from, that's super sucky. Because, I mean, what if you have a big beef with GameStop or something like that, and like the best one that's coming through, which I forget what game it was, and GameStop actually had the best value for everything that you got? I mean...
It's probably Watch Dogs.
Yeah, it might have been. And I just hate these. Okay, well, if you want this, you need to go over here. And if you want this, you need to go over here. And if you want this, you need to go over here.
Yeah.
What if you wanted the three of them, and it's not a case of where you could just okay, you had a bunch of money, you just picked up all three games. You couldn't get all three of them though.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just not a fan of these store specific.
Oops.
And now I agree with you a lot on that. The one thing that they need to do, which they did with, I think it was Batman Arkham Knight, is after a while they need to make them available for you to purchase as just regular DLC. Which that's how I got all the pseudo story stuff for Batman. Is that stuff was only like $2 whenever the pseudo story stuff would come out.
Yeah.
Instead of the $30 season pass that was nothing but like
what you wanted. Like if you didn't want to play. Well, I mean, like the way that you were doing it, right? If you didn't want to download all of the little mini extra stories, man, I fucked that up. If you didn't, then you could pick and choose, right? The prequel was the longest one, but if you didn't want to play the Harley Quinn story, if you didn't want to play the Red Hood story, you didn't have to.
Yeah. If you just wanted like the challenge maps, which is not something that I'm into. I'm into give me something that I could sit down and play for 30 minutes and charge me $2 for it. Fantastic. Now I don't feel like I wasted my money, but the one season pass I did buy going into it completely blind was Fallout 4. But it was kind of one of those things where I look back at Fallout 3 and New Vegas. It was like, those came with a shit ton of DLC. And they're sitting here saying that they're going to increase the price of the DLC or the season pass by $20. Why wouldn't I get in on this so that I could get it all for $20 for $30 when the first story package that was going to come out was going to be $25. It's like, all right, well, I'm spending $5 more to get access to everything. A huge majority of it was now you can build this in your shelters. Now you can construct this. It's like, no, I don't want Minecraft in my Fallout. I want another 8 hours of content.
Yeah. And that's also I think they need to be more careful about are these season packs. I mean, if you're going to offer that, okay, fine. But you need to make sure by the time you get halfway through the season pack, it's not just cheaper just to buy the game and all the little extensions by itself. Because I've seen several cases where it's like, okay, for the season pack, you're paying like $75. And then had you just waited and you pick up the game for like $25 and then pay like $10 per expansion. I mean, you got to give these people that actually paid, and I'm not even talking about like way after the fact, after they've released everything. I've seen in the fact where they've gone halfway through the season and they've severely discounted the original game, and you pick up each of the expansions for like $10 each. And I'm like, what about the guy that paid $75?
Uh-huh.
I mean, you got to give him something.
Yeah, you got to make it worthwhile to him.
I think that actually happened to the Aliens one. I think that actually did happen with that one.
What,
so
Colonial
I might
Marines?
Be wrong on that one, but not Colonial Marines. I sorry for anyone who picked up that. I think they got a full. They didn't get a full refund, but based on today's, yes, they would get a full refund. So
yeah. Now the other one that really pissed me off with the season pass was Borderlands 2. Because it was one of these ones where, I mean, they clearly stated what you were going to be getting, but then they released additional DLC during the season pass time. Like that during the season that wasn't included. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
That's a dick move.
Is there not another place with fucking missions?
So I probably haven't been as bad as the two of you because I don't buy games as often, and considering I'm on PC, tend to slightly get them for a discount anyway.
Shit, you just wait until they're like $2.
But I'm very hesitant to buy these brand new games, and now I just wait, especially to see. Okay, will the season pass end up basically on sale? So that way I'm not having to pay $70 for it. So
For me, I don't mind pre-ordering if it's a game that I'm really hyped about and the previews got me sold. The gameplay looks sweet. The reviews are good. All of that, right?
Wait, see that
I don't
now?
mind.
Hang on, I
Shut
got
up.
it.
You guys have been talking
No,
for fucking 20 goddamn minutes. Shut
okay,
your
all right,
fucking mouth. I don't mind doing that. And I don't care where it's from. I don't care if it's GameStop. I don't care if it's fucking Best Buy. It really doesn't matter to me where I get it. If I'm going to pick one over the other, it's going to be based on the pre-order bonus that I get. And I don't pre-order a whole lot of games anymore because I've been burned more often than not in the past couple of years. So I don't do it that often anymore. But if I get one that jumps out at me, I might do it. I haven't done it in a while. When it comes to season passes, I mean, it used to be when it was, I first started that shit when it was COD. I would pre-order Call of Duty, I would go pick it up, and I'd fucking buy the season pass as soon as I fucking loaded the game up, and I was like, I'm down. I am Call of Duty, I'm in. Let's do this. And then the game started being super ultimate bad shit. And I said, fuck that shit. So I stopped doing that. And now I'm hesitant on doing season pass shit anymore.
True.
So, I mean, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy a brand new game ever again. I don't wait on every single game that comes out, even if it's a game that if it's a game I'm hesitant on, like For Honor, I'm probably going to wait just a little bit. It looks pretty sweet, but I mean, I'm going to wait a little bit.
I don't think I'd be any good at that game, so that's why I'm not even gonna cross that path.
Yeah. But other games, like, for instance, we could say Destiny, but even Batman, right? I was all about that game. I didn't I did pre-order. I pre-ordered with the season pass edition and got the $90 thing that I paid for, and I'm fine with that. I'm not mad about it because I've enjoyed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's games I did that on and that didn't really work out well. Evolve. You
I
know?
wasn't gonna bring that up, but okay.
I didn't want to bring it up either, but at the same time, it's a perfect example of games that can burn you. It's a risk that you have to be willing to take. And for me, and this is just personally, like my personal temperament, saying I'm never going to take that risk again.
That's a lie.
Is stupid. No, I'm not saying I would ever say that. I'm saying to me that temperament is stupid because life is all about risk. You have to be willing to take some risks in life, and what does it matter? I mean, money's money. You can't take it with you.
Right, but you're probably way more hesitant.
Yeah, I'm way more hesitant now than I used to be. I can say that. It used to be if it was a game that I was like, oh hey, that looks kind of cool. I'll pre-order it and I'll fucking get the season pass and I'll spend $90 to $100 on the fucking game, even if it's not that great. As I've continued in my gaming career over the past probably 4 or 5 years, that's changed.
And I think it has a lot to do with the type of games that have really disappointed people.
True. It has a lot to do with the type of games that are coming out.
You know, one way that they could severely fix the whole season pass pre-order thing is like if somebody pre-orders the game and the season pass at the same time, give them a code to download the soundtrack. I mean, that's at least a little something different.
Yeah, you pretty much get that with PC.
Okay.
You got to do a little work for it, but
I mean, I'm not gonna switch my platform of gameplay just for that shit.
No, I don't expect anyone to.
And I used to be a PC gamer. That's how I started.
I I understand the lure of console gaming. I do.
Plug and play gaming. All I gotta do is
Initially
put
cheaper
this thing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yes, it's $500 for a console when they come out, but that's $500 every
but you also
7 to 8 years.
You also don't have to buy like brand new. You don't have to sit in line and grab it right when it comes out, and it comes with all these accessories you're never going to use. No.
But see, I don't do that. I just pre-order it.
Never mind.
I'm making a smug ass face, but you guys can't see it.
That's acceptable.
No, PC can be expensive. I get it, and I don't know if that's the reason why that maybe they're a little bit more lenient when it comes to games. But to be fair, for a lot of console games, and exactly what they fought over is the fact that you can take it back over to GameSpot or whatever and sell it back. And with PC, yeah, for the most part, you're stuck with it. So
what? I can't take a PC game back to GameStop and sell it back?
nope.
Not unless you have a physical copy of it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but then again, I don't even think
digital copy of Batman Arkham Knight back to fucking GameStop.
No, you can't. But even a physical copy of PC, I'm not really sure you can. I mean, now there's rules on it that yes,
because it's CD key related.
Yeah, but now that's why I buy off of Steam, because at least I think they give you like 15 days, which I've never even used. But
15 days and 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah. There's some people that they abuse it, which I'm sure, I mean, which has been happening for consoles in a while, but I mean, you can be